Good evening, thanks for joining us. First tonight, the dawn swoop in an investigation into what's believed to be one of the world's biggest illegal music websites. In the first operation of its kind in the country, Cleveland police, working with Interpol, removed computer equipment from a flat in Middlesbrough early this morning.
Yeah, the investigation was into a members-only website where it's suspected music was illegally downloaded. As Rachel Bullock reports, there are even allegations that the site distributed unreleased music from global record companies.
A quiet flat in Middlesbrough, but unbeknown to neighbours, the suspected headquarters of one of the world's biggest sources of illegally downloaded music.
Strike, going in.
A 24-year-old man was arrested at first light, equipment suspected to help run the internet empire taken for forensic testing. The investigation was into a website called OiNK. Members paid a donation for continued access to illegal music downloads, some unreleased albums from global record companies. The site had an astonishing 180,000 customers worldwide, earning it hundreds of thousands of pounds. As the Middlesbrough raid took place, Dutch police closed down the website's server, believed to be operating in Amsterdam.
There is an investigation into the finances. A number of people are making contributions to the website electronically, and that does leave a trail for us to follow, and we will be continuing our investigations into the financial element of this inquiry.
The boom in MP3 players and home computing means that music downloading is now big business. It's trendy and it's easy to do. But it's feared that's led some music fans to view illegal music downloading as a victimless crime, that record companies already make large profits. Detectives, though, say that the reality is far more damaging.
Yes, it's easy to say that the music industry has multi-million pounds available to them, but it's organised crime. That has an effect on the general public in terms of it would increase the cost of buying a CD, but equally there's shops that are reliant upon selling music, and without those sales and without that money being available, potentially people could lose their jobs.
A 24-year-old man is being questioned on suspicion of conspiracy to defraud and infringement on copyright law. Rachel Bullock, ITV Tyne-Tees, Middlesbrough.
Well, joining us now live is Matt Phillips. He's from the British phonographic industry, which represents UK record companies. Good evening, Matt. Matt,
Good evening.
If I can start, you alerted the police to this particular case, but just how much is illegal downloading costing the record industry?
Well, illegal downloading is a massive problem for the music industry. Some estimates have suggested that we've lost up to £1.1 billion in the last 3 years, which represents an enormous amount of money that is not going back into the business that's investing in new music. Record companies need that money to put back into new artists and to pay everybody in the industry that's been created that music, right from the people who work at the record company to the artist, of course, and the people that run the record shops. And without that money going back in, it's a very, very serious problem.
As we heard in Rachel's report there, though, people think it is a victimless crime. They see music executives making even more money than that, and so they're just saving a few quid. Surely that's an education that needs to be done.
Well, certainly there is a perception that this is a victimless crime, and people look at the rock stars and the supposedly well-paid executives and they don't see the people that have lost their jobs through this. I mean, this is a very, very serious problem, and you have to ask yourself the moral question, how rich does someone have to be before it becomes acceptable to steal from them? Of course it isn't, and that's the message that we have to get out to consumers, that you might feel like you're taking it for free and it's not doing anyone any harm, but by those lost sales that are not being ploughed back into the industry is very, very serious for everyone involved in music, particularly the artists of tomorrow, Matt, that we need to invest in.
Sorry for interrupting, Matt, but just lastly,
Sure.
If I went into a UK record shop, I'd pay twice the price for a CD or DVD compared to going to a shop in America. Makes you wonder who the real villains are.
That's categorically untrue. Compared to the prices internationally, don't forget in the UK we have much, much higher cost of living here, and actually pound for pound it's much better value for money. If you go into any record shop now, you'll see most chart albums for between £8 and £10. Most chart albums sell for about £8, and that for anyone's book should be fabulous value for money, especially considering that not all of that is profit. You have to pay everyone involved in music to do that, and you have to have some money left over to invest in new bands, and that's what we're they're about. And that investment
Matt, I'm going to have to stop you there.
Threat.
Thank you very much indeed for speaking to us tonight.
Thank you.